Okay, welcome back, everybody, to Old School Sports with Mike and the Hammer, and we're going to start off with those surging Sox today, man. I know Hammer's excited to talk about them, and then we're gonna find a wrap up of the World Cup. It seems like eons ago, but it just was last week, and then we're going to delve into a little bit of Patriots camp. That's going to be exciting, and what's Bugging Hammah if we have time, and further if we have time, Mike's Minute.
Oh, we got to find time because I'm bugged.
You're bugged, okay, okay. Well, let's talk about those Red Sox, man, and I want to talk about eating crow, because I mean we've been pretty much down on the Red Sox, and I know you've got a lot of friends of yours and a lot of viewers that were optimistic about them turning around. So I looked it up, and eating crow is it's an idiom that means to admit that you were wrong about something, often in a humiliating or embarrassing way, especially after being very confident or vocal about your position.
Wow.
Is this a hard pill for you to swallow?
I'm not eating crow.
No way.
The Red Sox had 3 good weeks.
Okay.
They won 15 games in a row. Okay, I'll give them credit for that.
Okay.
I mean, they tied their longest winning streak ever since 1946. That's all great. But you know what? The 14 weeks before that were horrendous. So because they caught lightning in a bottle for 3 weeks, I'm not eating crow. I'm standing on my ledge here saying that in the long run, I will be right. I'm not taking a small little 3-week snippet and bowing down to all these Red Sox fans that came out of the woodwork now and are pounding their chests. No, I'm sticking to the lineup stinks. All this pitching that they got was amazing, and that's why they won these games. They changed their philosophy a little, and they were playing small ball, and they're bunting, and they're hitting, running, and stuff like that. They finally figured out how to play baseball, and not this stupid drive line, home run, swing at every damn pitch. But no, I am not eating crow. You can eat crow, but I'm not eating crow because in the long run, I am going to be right.
Okay, wow, look at you. Well, I'm just talking about the turnaround. A lot of people have been saying that, they're not going to, were they down 14 games back or something?
Yeah, they were 14 and a half games baback. Now they're 7 games behind. So they chopped it in half, which is great.
Right.
I mean, they won 21 out of 24. You know what it was? They had a 9-0 road trip, and that's what got everybody fired up. And they came home and just went 6-1 at home, which is great. But you know what? If you look at their lineup, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. No. They don't have a lineup that can. They scored the second lowest runs in baseball. And it isn't sustainable. And all I do all week is getting text and email and freaking planes flying over my house. Not sustainable. And it isn't.
Yeah.
And I just think it was lightning in a bottle. They lost last night, the second game of a doubleheader to lose their 15-game winning streak.
Right.
And now I think it's going to plateau. This is a 500 team that's probably going to be 500 the rest of the year now.
I can detect a little bit of anger. But, see, I'm not subjected to what you were with these people calling you and needling you and all that stuff.
I know.
But I don't want
It's hurtful, Mike.
You seem a little hurt. You seem a little
You
hurt.
make an opinion, and people take it personally. It's like I insulted their family.
What I hope doesn't happen, we got Mike the cameraman laughing in the control room there. What I don't want to see happen is this illusion that they don't have to do something at the trade deadline. Because you can fall back into it and say, well, maybe Roman Anthony's going to come back, and maybe Garrett Crochet is going to come back, and God forbid Trevor Story.
Well, he's due to come back soon.
Yeah, but do you want him back?
No, because they're getting good shortstop play. Yeah. And Story's a 200 hitter that strikes out. Why this team started winning is quite obvious. They stopped striking out. Before they couldn't put the bat on the ball because they were swinging like idiots. And that Kyle Bodie, who resigned as the driveline founder, who was given all this hitting instruction.
Right.
And once they got rid of him, it seems like the whole philosophy changed, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
They're not striking out as much. They're grinding out their at-bats. They're hitting sacrifice flies. The other day they had 2 squeeze plays in a row, 2 safety squeezes in a row. They're manufacturing runs like Tampa Bay, like we said earlier this year. What you got to do. They finally get their heads out of their ass, and they're playing ball the way you have to with the team they have.
Yeah, and I don't want him to become Tampa Bay. And this is Boston, not Tampa Bay. Let's get a couple of hitters, maybe like a Mike Trout or something. And he probably won't leave California, but
No, he's
something.
content losing and cashing a paycheck.
Yeah,
he's kind of a loser. I mean, he was the best player in baseball for a lot of years, and he just like wasted his career in Anaheim Angels, and he don't care because he had many opportunities to go to other teams at a deadline or be traded in the offseason, and he's declined them all. He's a California boy. He loves it out there.
Yeah, about 10 years ago, he signed this contract for like, it was almost $400 million. It was like $38 million and change a year, and he's got like 5 more years of it. So he's content, and I guess a lot of us would be content with that. But he doesn't, you're right. I don't think he's anxious to look elsewhere to become a winner. I mean, he just wants to, he probably likes living in Southern California.
He does, obviously, because he's had an opportunity to play for winning teams, and he doesn't want to do it.
He's from Jersey, so maybe, I mean, you think he might want to try the Northeast, right?
Yeah. But I mean, you know, if you get out of this crappy weather in the Northeast, you know what I mean? When you go to the West Coast, you never want to come back.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I mean, the Red Sox, like I said, caught lightning in the ball. I mean, look at Abreu. During this winning streak, he had 4 home runs in 2 games, bailed them out a bunch of times.
Contreras.
Durbin, who brought his average up 70 points from like 160 to 230, the third baseman. He was always playing decent third base, but he couldn't hit the ball. He got his own hitting coach, and he's like on fire now. But there's all these little Scribinis, all these little pieces that you would fill in, like they're all playing great. And that's not sustainable, and that's why I'm staying on my hill.
So no Morgan's Magic here?
No, you know, I wore the hat. This was,
what is that? What is up with that?
Cowboy Up. Remember the 2003, 2004 Red Sox team?
Kevin Millar.
Kevin Millar. They were like, you get your Red Sox shirt, I got my cowboy hat on. So I am a Red Sox fan, believe it or not.
No way. You don't seem like you are.
But the thing is, if I see something, I got to call it out. And the worst thing that happened is the Red Sox winning 15 games in a row because Breslow is going to get fired. They're yelling at Henry to fire the team, you know, sell the team.
Right.
And now you win 15 games in a row. Now all Red Sox fans are content now. And it's the worst thing that could have happened because there's going to be no changes made. So now you're going to continue to be the 10th to the 15th in payroll. You got a boob running the organization, Breslow, you know, and it's not going to change because they won 15 games in a row. And it's probably I think it's the worst thing that could have happened.
Can they win the division?
No.
Oh, just ask. It's just a question.
No, because you know what? I'm going to put this in basketball terms. In basketball terms, okay, you're down 20 points, right? You tie the game up with a 20-0 run. Then what usually happens? The other team settles down and they take over and they extend the lead. And that's what's going to happen to the Red Sox. They got the lead from 14.5 down to 7 games. That's it. They're cooked. Now it's going to be level out, and Tampa Bay now, there's won 3 games in a row. The Yankees are winning now, who's ahead of them. And, you know, 7 games going into August is a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when you just blew your load with 15-game winning streak.
Well, let's not, I call it shitting on ice cream. It's still a 15-game winning streak.
It is.
Right?
It is.
I mean,
but, I mean, on paper, I mean, you could say Anthony could come back, right?
He could.
If you know, you healed a lot quicker from your finger than he did his.
I did.
That's for sure. Story, they're coming back. Is he going to ruin the chemistry in the locker room?
I don't want him
High-priced player. Right now you have a bunch of guys making no money playing their asses off. Story's an entitled player.
Are they going to have to play him just because of the money he makes?
Yeah, oh, definitely. He's coming back, or else he'll complain. Marcelo Mejia, what are you going to do with him? I mean, he can't hit a curveball. He hasn't proven anything in the major leagues. Tolley, who's a left-handed pitcher, is on the IR. He's coming back. Crochet, he ain't coming back. And
Tolley is back, I thought.
No, Tolley's still hurt. Ranger Suarez supposedly was coming back.
All right.
But he, I don't know, he got tightness after getting off the disabled list, injured list or whatever, and now he hasn't pitched in like 2 or 3 days. So I don't know what's going on there. But Gary Crochet, we're like, where has he been? We found him.
Yeah, he's hanging out with Mike the cameraman.
Mike the cameraman. Mike, throw that picture up.
Was that in Kenmore Square somewhere?
There it is. Mike's hanging out.
Yeah, I saw it.
Knocking a few back with Gary Crochet.
Yeah. Is that in Kenmore Square somewhere or some bar?
Yeah, but my question is, I didn't ask Mike, was he lifting those beers with his pitching arm or his other arm? Because that would tell me a lot. If it's his other arm, you know, usually you don't, you know, that tells me he's not coming back.
He should be. I would say if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I'd say Crochet's got a better chance of coming back than Anthony.
Yeah, I would probably go the other way.
Really?
Yeah, because what they did with Anthony, they sent him down to spring training. They got him away from the team because all he was out there is partying and picking chicks up. That's all he cared about. Nothing about the rehab, you know. So they said, okay, screw you.
What's wrong with that?
No, I understand that. But, I mean, if that's what you want to do, but you're getting paid all this money. Let's play some baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear
so
you.
they sent him down to the spring training site. There's nobody there.
Right.
So there's some, spring, the minor leaguers and stuff. Go play with some minor leaguers for a while, and then maybe you might want to come back to the major leagues.
I think the reason they got him out of here is because when he was here, he was being questioned by reporters every day, and they kind of wanted to diffuse that whole situation. Let's get him out of town so they won't even bring him up because it's kind of an embarrassing situation. Because if you remember back when with Sam Kennedy and everything, there was a
tit for tat, Mike.
Yeah, it was kind of like he was saying it was one thing, and the team was saying it was another, and Anthony was saying still another thing. So what is wrong? So I said, let's get him out of town so we don't talk about him.
Right, and exactly. Who's going to go down to Tampa in the middle of the
Fort
summer
Myers,
for an interview?
Yeah,
Not me.
Yeah, 100 degrees down there, right?
But here's the key. You've heard the veteran players. I mean, the other night when they won 14 straight games, they had the closer there, Chapman.
Yeah.
And they're like, through his interpreter, what's the difference? And he's like, everybody's coming to play, He was calling out the kids. He goes, everybody's being professional. And to me, that stuck out. Who isn't being professional? Who isn't here now? Marcelo Maya, he's out. Anthony, out. Two entitled players that got, haven't proven a damn thing in the major leagues, but are carrying themselves like they're MVP candidates.
Well, we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
The rumor was in spring training that they were staying at the Ritz or something, and all the other scabinis, as you call them, were staying at the Days Inn because they signed these big contracts.
But I think that's a big thing. You have veteran players that are calling out the young kids.
Yeah.
And it's probably no coincidence that both of them are on in the lineup, and all of a sudden you start winning.
Yeah.
So
I don't care. It's sustainable.
Yeah.
Now.
So let's go to that trade deadline real quick. I've got the greatest trade the Red Sox could make.
Okay.
What's their biggest weakness is home run hitting, right?
Absolutely.
They could really use a catcher and a DH. I mean, they had a DH batting the other day leading off. They was batting like 190. I mean, they need help there.
Yeah.
And my A's have gone into the tank with their pitching, and they have 4 starters that got injured. So they got nothing left. But they have Shea Langoliers, who was the All-Star All-Star catcher in the All-Star game. Yeah. And it's not like the Oakland Sacramento fans voted him in, because they only get 7,000 to 10,000 fans a game because the park is so small. This was Major League Baseball fans that know talent voting him in that All-Star game. He has an expiring contract. That's who the Red Sox should get. And think about it. That would add 22 home runs and 50 RBIs to the lineup. Plus, you'd have a solid catcher who has the best throw-out rates as far as stolen bases, and he's one of the best defensive catchers in baseball. It would solve so many problems, but it's going to cost you.
That AA player.
And that's I don't think they'd ever do that,
I don't know.
But here's the thing. I think that the A's obviously need pitching. They're the worst pitching in baseball.
Yeah.
They could use like a Tolley. They could use a Connor Early. But the Red Sox, Breslow looks for a steal. You know what I mean? He will not make a deal and give up any talent at all. But, I mean, to me, it's like Tolley, Amaya, even like an Anthony, who obviously you get problems with, communication problems and stuff like that.
Are you ready to give up on Anthony?
Duran, a Connor Early. The Red Sox could easily make this deal.
Are you ready to give up on Anthony, though? I mean, we're sitting here a year ago when it was next to Ted Williams, right? I mean, he's got so much potential. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with him physically, but he has the potential.
Well, here's the thing. We even talked about after the World Baseball Classic in April. He was batting in the middle of the lineup, and he was winning games.
Yeah.
Right then, we're like, this. And I think before the season, who's going to lead the Red Sox in home runs?
Oh,
You're telling me, you told me Anthony, 25.
Yeah.
And the thing is, look where he is now. I mean, it sucks because you're selling at the bottom level right now. Yeah. Usually you sell high and, whatever. But I don't know what you're going to do with him. Obviously, you're butting heads with the organization and him. And it's a pissing contest right now. He doesn't want to play, and they're saying he should be playing. So maybe he needs to move on.
He's been out like 2.5 months or so, right?
Yeah, and they said he was, and they said it would be less than 10 days. And they're saying he should be swinging the bat. He hasn't even picked the bat up yet. It's a freaking pinky.
That's why they shipped him out. They don't want anybody questioning him.
Second, third opinions. They look at the pinky and they say, you're fine. But no. I mean, I'm sure they've done all the MRIs, they've done all the imaging, and they're still saying there's nothing wrong with his finger, but he doesn't want to play.
Well, the team's position, and Anthony's picked up on it too, is they don't want him playing until he's 100%. Not that anybody's ever 100%, but they don't want him to go out there when he's not ready and then immediately re-injure it.
Yeah.
That's the team's position.
All right. Well, you're not going to see him the rest of the year then.
Okay. Maybe not.
So then maybe a trade for James Woods out of Washington, 28 home runs, 66 RBIs. There's guys out there that can be had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could go to the Kansas City Royals, Bobby Witt Jr.
Whoa.
You could throw a boatload at that team. There's a small market team that has a great player.
And he's still fairly young too.
Oh,
yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
Plus his father played here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Canton's own Bobby Witt.
Canton, yeah. Well, I got a question for you. Chad Tracy, are they going to remove the interim tag on him, this guy?
Well, I'm kind of glad they haven't yet. I mean, he's got them playing. I mean, right now, like I said, they're playing a different brand of ball. And these kids, they kind of remind you of, well, I don't know, 67 Red Sox or 75 Red Sox, where they're just playing their asses off right now.
Right.
But now that they finally lost a game, does that like level out now?
It's only one game, Tom. I mean, they had to lose at some point.
No, I understand that, but sometimes you're in such a groove, you know what I'm saying, that you can't lose. I mean, like I said, they won some games. The other day, they got no hits and they scored 3 runs in an inning, you know? And it's like, were there errors, walks with the bases loaded, sacrifice flies, everything was going their way. And sometimes it levels out.
Would you be a little bit different today if they had swept the doubleheader yesterday and they had 16?
Not really.
No? All right.
No, because I just think that you get into good streaks and everything goes right, and then you get into bad streaks and everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, it can very easily flip the other way. And the thing is, all right, here's the thing. Cowboy hat, 2003, 2004 season.
Yeah.
How would that team match up against this team?
I wouldn't like to see it.
No, they would get slaughtered by 10 runs.
You would think, right?
Because look at the offense. You know, my God, you had players. You had like Billy Mueller batting ninth, winning a batting title.
He won the batting title.
You know what I mean? You had Manny
2003.
Ramirez and David Ortiz. You had Kevin Millar. You had like from top to bottom major league players.
Yeah.
This lineup doesn't have major league players in it. They're a bunch of scrubs that came from the minor leagues and are playing great now. And that's why I'm still on my hill here. I'm not giving it up.
All right.
Because it's water seeks its level.
Seeks its own level, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And 3 weeks is too short of a test period to be,
Well, let's
to right now be throwing flowers at their feet.
well, let's see what they're made of. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We done with the Sox?
I did. Oh, Jesus, we never talked about them so long,
Oh,
ever.
my God.
We got to fly now.
Let's go.
We're 18 minutes in.
Let's wrap up with the World Cup, okay?
All right, go.
Okay, big question to you is the USA, because of the World Cup, and not necessarily what the USA did in it, but the World Cup in general, are Americans ready to embrace soccer any more than they did previously?
No.
I
And I'll
agree.
tell you why.
I agree.
Last night, Foxborough. Now it's back to Foxborough Stadium or Gillette Stadium.
Gillette Stadium, yeah.
All right. The Revolution had a game. Nobody knew about it because MSL players are like, single A baseball players compared to what we just watched. The highest players, the highest talent in the world. These guys are nobodies. So you don't have a program in the United States that gives you that elite level of player. Right. So people are going to say, anyone that watched the World Cup and flipped on, well, actually, you couldn't even flip on the Revolution game. You had to go to Apple TV. That's how bad it is. It's not even on a network where you can watch it. You got to pay to watch it.
Well, that's really bad because
And,
people aren't watching it if it's free. Never mind paying for
Yeah,
it.
so that's what I'm saying. So it's like whatever goodwill you had from the World Cup is gone now because, hey, think about it. If you had young kids and they watch the World Cup, hey, let's go down to Foxborough and watch a Revolution game. No, let's watch it on TV. Can you find it? And if you do, you're going to watch 2 minutes and say, this ain't the same game.
And then it's going to be 1-0.
Yeah.
Or 0-0.
And it's just like that, not the same level of talent. It's not even close. It's sickening.
Right.
So, but the 3rd and 4th place game, England. Now, this was a game. They won 6-4 over France. We talk about no scoring. That was scoring. I mean,
But you don't see that.
you don't see that.
No.
It was probably one of those things that I mean, if you're one game from the World Cup championship game and you lose, now you're playing in the third and fourth, game. Who cares? And I think that's the way they kind of said, play defense. Nah, I'm going to work on scoring. And it was 6-4. Amazing game.
In the championship game, Spain and Argentina, when in any other sport can you win 1-0 and that be a dominant game by Spain? I mean, they totally dominated Argentina, and it was 1-0.
Yeah.
They were like playing, like Argentina was like in a phone booth. They couldn't move. They didn't get any shots on goal. And how many did Spain get? Like 12?
Well, here's the thing. It reminded me of the Super Bowl a little. Yeah, the Patriots lost by 14 points, but it was more like 30.
Right.
Argentina lost 1-0 to Spain, and they lost in extra time. But they did score a couple goals that got called back because of offside, so it could have been 3-0. But they're going to shout 12-0. I could have played net for Spain. You could have played net for Spain. There was no shots on net the whole game.
Yeah.
In passes, I mean, this is 763 passes to 357. That means that Spain had the ball the whole freaking game.
But probably 75-80% of the time.
Yeah, so near the end of the game, the last 34 minutes, Argentina got a red card and they lost a player, so they had to play 10 on 11. So Argentina went into clamp down mode. Not that they weren't the whole game, because they had no shots on net. They were just hoping to get through the extra time and go to penalty kicks.
And they got a chance.
And then they got a chance.
Right.
But
there's a lot of things wrong. The biggest thing is this flopping, incessant flopping.
Yeah.
And this fixed clock. That drives me nuts that they keep the clock.
well, I was going to talk about the good and the bad, and that's kind of it. But we can talk about it now if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So I'll talk. Well, first, let me just finish up with.
I can give you the bad if you want to give the good.
Well, all right, I'll give you my good.
Go ahead.
All these people that came to this country and loved it.
Yeah.
All the propaganda around the world. The United States is terrible. They're rotten people. This
Tariffs.
And
Yeah.
that. Everybody that came, they were pleasantly surprised, and they had no issues. They loved America.
Right.
And the other thing I'll give credit for, I didn't hear about any visa issues. Anybody that wanted to come over here, spend some money, and watch their team, they processed their visa in record time. It's amazing. So.
And they spent a boatload of money here, too.
Yes, they did. And then you know what? What was the good too? We had the best elite players in the world. And the level of competition was up here,
Yeah.
I mean, the MSL's down here. I mean, it's not even real soccer, really.
Yeah.
The excitement, I mean, the partying that was going on. This was unbelievable for like 2 months. It was great. People actually showed Boston what fun looks like again.
Yeah.
You know what it is? And think about it, the Scottish people. They took over Boston for a couple of weeks here.
My God.
And they're still, reminding of, and then they sent a lot of money back for charity and this and that. They loved Boston.
Yeah.
If you go to Scotland right now, you're not paying for a drink if you say you're from Boston. They love Boston.
They love it. Yeah.
So that's the good.
I love the speaking. I'm gonna tag on the good a little bit here. In the stands, they're just nutso. I mean, they're having a great time.
They are.
I'll point out one, Norway, right? Norway's got this thing. We got the wave here. They got their version of the wave. They play this music and they
the rowing.
They do the row.
That was awesome.
And it's just it's just a one.
That's our wave.
It's a one big party.
Yeah.
These fans are nuts.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's a big positive.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I got some negative though, if you
All
want to
right.
hear.
Well, my first negative is Argentina. Mike, show that video, or just show that clip. Argentina gets destroyed in the last game, right? And when they were getting their second, place trophy or whatever, Spain was all cheering for all their players. Okay. Now it's Spain's turn to get the World Cup. In the picture that Mike's showing right now, Argentina turned their backs on them. Messi led the way. They turned their backs towards the podium.
Really?
I mean, what a bunch of sore freaking losers.
I didn't see that.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, there you go. So
Wow,
when you
that's
see the
not
show,
good.
Mike, you're going to see that video and you're going to say, he's right.
That's not good. That's not good.
No, it's not good. So that's bad. Bad sportsmanship.
It is.
Okay, what else you got?
Well, the flopping, and I mean, it's beyond ridiculous, the
Yeah.
flopping. But I know sometimes they have serious injuries. These guys are playing with spikes and everything. But I mean, come on.
It's every other play.
Yeah.
And it's like, I just keep thinking, do we got to send out the priest?
Last rites.
Do we? Yeah, give him his last rites. Do we send out the stretcher? And then once they get the call, they're okay.
They're all right,
They limp
yeah.
away and they're gone.
Yeah. And another thing that drives me crazy, and I'm sure it does you, the clock. There's no fixed clock. I mean, you're watching the clock going, you say, this is BS. It's really not 89 minutes. It's probably like 99 minutes, but they keep it on the guy's got a stopwatch out there. Find a way to stop the clock when I guess they stop. I guess they stop the clock when they celebrate the goal and all that stuff on the field. But it keeps going on TV.
It keeps going on TV.
Yeah,
and the
fix
other
that.
thing too is they stop the clock when they have their hydration breaks.
Well, that's all for TV advertising.
Yeah,
that's all
true.
that. That was that's a new creation, right? And the offsides, please. I mean, I know we talked about this, and who am I to change a game that's been going on for 150 years or whatever? But still. Do you want some scoring? Do you want the Americans to embrace it? We're not going to embrace it without scoring. Yeah. Why don't they do it like hockey? Once you know, 'cause the puck has to precede the player, but once you're all in. And you can go anywhere you want. So why don't you just set it up like a 30-yard line? Once you're in there, go wherever you want.
Yeah.
And then you'd have some games like 6-4 maybe, and it'd be exciting.
Right.
Yeah,
right. More goals scored.
And they show the replays on this offside. It's kind of like a hangnail. I mean, the guy. It's ridiculous.
It is. Like one of them, when in the championship game, the guy's elbow was over.
Yeah.
And they call it back.
Yeah. Then they have a egregious foul, and then they get a penalty kick, and the guy's like 15 yards out, and he's 15 or 20 yards, whatever it is, and he's shooting at a net that's 20. It's 20 by 10, and how do you not score on that? I mean,
and the goalie dives left or right, trying to guess right, and if he does, still doesn't mean he's going to stop it.
No.
So.
And the red card punishment. First off, I kind of figured out the 2 yellows is a red, and then the guy's kicked out, but the team has to play down one man.
Yeah.
What is that? That was one of Argentina's biggest problems. They played almost the second half.
Well, that was like the last 34 minutes, and so it was like the last, I think, 4 or 5 minutes of regulation, and then the whole extra extended time.
Yeah, it's just the punishment for the red card is I think that's out of control.
Yeah, because I mean, if you get in any other sport, you get thrown out, you get to replace the guy. The guy has to go in the locker room, but you get to replace the guy.
Yeah, and then you can't play the next game too.
That's the thing. I mean, that's just such a brutal penalty.
Yeah, I mean, I think
that's corporate punishment.
I think the attraction to it for the true soccer or football fans is that it is so hard to score. Yeah. Because when they score, oh my God, it's like
you hit the lottery.
Oh my God, yeah, I won. Yeah.
So here's another thing that bugs me. I don't think it's on your list.
Go ahead.
Substitutions.
Yeah.
Okay, because you sub a guy out and he's done. But if you think of other sports, basketball, sub comes out, comes in. Yeah. I mean, you're doing all this running. You're running for 120 minutes.
Yeah.
Or whatever, 90 minutes, 120 minutes, whatever. And hockey, you shift guys in and out.
Sure.
Football, shift in and out.
Yeah.
Baseball's the only thing. You take a guy out of a baseball game, he can't go back in. But the thing is, in baseball, you're just standing there 90% of the time. These other sports, football, hockey, and basketball, you're running your ass off back and forth like you are in soccer. Right. So you could use a break. So they should have subs can come back in.
I would think, yeah. Look, we're changing the whole game here.
We are, and we're making it for the better.
Do you know they say the average soccer player during a match it runs 6 to 10 miles during the afternoon or the evening?
Wow, that's a
game,
lot.
Whatever. Yeah. So.
And the last thing I got on soccer is FIFA. How corrupt are they? Oh my gosh, $90 for a 10-minute bus ride, $800 for the worst seat in the house at Gillette to watch like Egypt play Uganda. Who cares? But you're paying $800 to go there, and also you can pay off FIFA. You can have a president call and say, hey, my guy got a red card. Can he play the next game? And it's like, let's change the rule.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no credibility. You know what I mean?
No.
It's all a big money grab.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel bad for the fans. They're so invested in it.
Yeah.
And like the whole tournament, they were saying that it was kind of rigged for Argentina to get there because of the Messi story.
And all that.
Every team that lost to Argentina was like, we got screwed by the officials.
Yeah.
And, what do I know? But they kept saying it, so it was probably true.
This president of FIFA, I mean, he's corrupt. I mean, all it took was a call from President Trump to change a call. Yes, the call was bad, but what's Trump got to do with it?
Yeah.
But the guy immediately... He changed
the
it.
call.
And it was
I
like,
mean, not that it helped the Americans. They still got squashed 4
I
to
know,
1.
but what's he getting involved in?
I
And
know.
no, the biggest thing is, okay, he's trying to get involved. He wants to get involved in everything. But the president of the FIFA says, oh, okay. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I want that bag full of money to be at my back door, and I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, coincidentally, I guess they opened up an office in Trump Tower the week before. So that has anything
No,
to do with
nothing
it.
to do with it.
No.
No.
We had enough of soccer?
Yeah, and do you want to we'll touch the Patriots for like a minute?
Sure.
What do you got?
Gonzalez. Is he going to hold out?
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. We got our champions.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh, I almost forgot.
Well, I thought we were going to do that at the end.
No, because we're talking FIFA and we're talking.
Ah.
So nobody had Spain. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Well,
Two
France was big, right?
2 people. Karen M. from Marlboro and
Timmy McGrath.
Timmy McGrath from Cava.
Yeah.
They had Argentina winning the championship in 3 goals.
And they got it.
And they win.
They each got a cup.
Sometimes you can lose and win. Typical soccer. Doesn't mean you got to win. You still get a trophy.
That's better than the FIFA Cup.
So, Timmy, yours is on the way via U.S. mail. You'll probably see it in December. Karen M., I hand-delivered it to her yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Because
nice.
I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah, and she's your sister.
Well, there you go.
Okay. All right.
It was still a good pick,
It was.
regardless
awesome.
of who she's related to.
All right, Gonzo.
Yes, I think he's gonzo.
Do you think he is? No.
If they're not going to sign him, they got to trade him. And the thing is, they're just waiting because Devin Witherspoon, who's on Seattle, they're saying these guys are neck and neck, but
Right.
Gonzalez is better. Once Witherspoon signs, Gonzalez will get an extra $5.
Yeah, because he's gonna set the stage of what the contract should be. He's chasing the right,
Correct. And
right.
they both have CAA football as their representatives. So, they're all in cahoots together. They're all in bed together. Once Witherspoon starts, and Seattle will spend some money, so they'll sign him.
Right.
And then Gonzalez will probably be here the second, third game of the season.
It's a big game. A lot of their agents tell them don't play, and you kind of don't blame them because I mean, what's NFL stand for? Not for long.
Yeah.
I mean, the chances of them getting injured is high. So I wouldn't put myself out there too if I had a chance to make $30 million a year for three to 5 years or something, right? All of a sudden you come up lame and, oops, you shouldn't have played.
Right, exactly, because you're not going to get that money back.
Yeah, but he's under contract. That's the thing, though. We're going to go back to that again.
Yeah, we're going to go back to that, and that's the way the game is now. There's a precedent's been set.
Yeah. You just hold
and
out.
People,
you
hold out for
hold
the
in.
third,
Is
you
it
hold in,
It's called holding in.
and then you'll eventually get
You're
your
at
money.
camp, but you don't play because
Right.
all of a sudden you get that hammy.
It just
thing. It's killing me, Tom.
bothers me, man. I don't know what I'm going to do,
Yeah.
you know?
I know.
Just put a stack of money on it, and it's going to feel a lot better.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Big stack. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the other thing, the Patriots drafts this year, I mean, they got Caleb Lomo, first round pick. They moved up to get him.
Yeah.
They're saying he's going to be a backup because they don't want to move Will Campbell from his spot, And the other thing that gave Yakis, oh my God, what a joke that is.
Yeah.
He was a second round pick. He had a surgery in the offseason. The Patriots knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
They got the medical after they drafted him. All these other teams stayed away from him, and stupid Patriots moved up and got him. And now he's the only guy that's second round draft pick that's not signed.
They didn't check the medical history of this guy, I guess, right?
Yeah, the coach was too busy running around with chicks to pay attention to anything in the draft-related stuff.
What's wrong with that?
I'm just saying, look at what it did. If the coach was focused, maybe they would have sat down and got the medical in ahead of time.
Well, the good news is the offense is definitely going to be better with A.J. Brown as the number one, right?
Yeah.
And he's replacing Diggs. So, I mean, Diggs was great, right? But this
Yeah.
guy's definitely a better player. And now their number two is Dobbs, Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah.
And they still got the rest of their receivers.
Hey, don't forget about Mike's guy, Kyle Williams.
Kyle
Mike is
Williams, go
convinced-
long. Go long.
He is convinced that he's going to have a breakout year. I hope
Okay.
he's right.
Yeah.
And Hollins, I like him. He needs to put shoes on, but he's a great player. He does what he needs to do. And then you get the two little bugs there.
Yeah. Efron Chisholm.
Yep. And Douglas.
Douglas,
And what we're
yeah.
not mentioning, obviously, is the guy that's going to get traded there.
Okay.
So.
And the
there you go.
defense, it's solid, but there's one thing lacking in this defense, their pass rush. I think they were they only had 35 sacks, which is ranked 29th in the league or something. So they got to find a way. That's why this guy holding out.
He was supposed to be the pass rusher, and
Yeah.
now you get nothing out of him.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. I mean, camp's starting this July 25th. So Drake May's already shown up at camp, which
tomorrow.
is good. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So Hammah, what's going on with your phone's going off? What's going on with that?
I know. It just keeps going off. I'll check it. Maybe it's something important. Oh, cameraman Mike with breaking news.
Ooh.
Boston Celtics forward Jordan Walsh has agreed to a new 3-year, $15 million extension with the franchise through 2029, 2030.
That sounds like a bomb.
$5 million a year.
$5 million a year? Are you kidding me? In basketball?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's a deal.
That's
Oh my gosh.
That's more than a deal.
Who's his agent? I wish he was Gonzalez's agent. We could have got a deal on Gonzalez because that is a deal for the
That
Celtics.
is, yeah. He's solid. He'll help them defensively, and he throws it a hoop now and again. So
And he's young. He's only going to get better.
he's gonna get better. Yeah.
That is a great deal. So thanks,
it.
Mike, for checking in with that.
Love it. Okay. So what are we doing now?
I was just going to go quickly to what's bugging me.
What? This hasn't been bugging you, any of this other stuff?
Okay, you know what's been bugging me?
Go
First of
ahead.
all, I've changed it 3 times. Originally, it was the Caitlin Clark thing again. She got another technical foul this week because she got manhandled again, or woman-handled. And then she argued about being knocked to the floor.
I think that might be her problem. She's not getting woman handled. You know?
Yeah, so she got knocked to the floor. And she complained and got a technical foul. Now she's 1 T from getting suspended. Okay.
Okay.
But I'm not talking about that. And then I'm like, I'm going to talk about Tom Brady. That crumb.
Tom, you mean
Yes.
Tom
Tom
Brady?
Brady, yes, that
Who
sellout.
won 6 Super Bowls?
I was gonna
for
talk
the-
about
for
him,
the
right?
New England Patriots.
He is pimping himself to anything now.
Yeah.
You know, he's selling like pizzas and, like.
No way he could do that because he's a healthy eater.
Yeah, and all these other concussion waters and all this other crap. He promotes everything. Now he slapped Logan Paul, who's a WWE wrestler and an influencer, and now he says, I think I got to get into the wrestling ring. That little peon is going to get broken in half because Logan Paul is 20 years younger and an athlete. It's so stupid. But I'm not talking about that. What's
Sound
really
like you
bugging
just
me
did. Yeah, okay.
is the Red Sox ownership. These guys, okay, were all season long. They didn't spend any money in the offseason, and then it's like, John Henry and Tom Werner are out there taking bows during this 15-game winning streak.
Right.
Craig Breslow, the other day, right, when they won their 15th game in a row,
Right.
9th inning, they showed the ownership 6 times in the 9th inning. They kept going to him. Hey, they're 2 outs away from 15 in a row. Hey, they're 1 out away. They kept showing them. And it's like, these guys have been missing all year because the team has stunk up until the last 3 weeks. And then to listen to Tom Werner, who knows crap about nothing, Oh, hey, did you know that he was the producer of the Roseanne show 30 years ago? That's his claim to fame. And he's like, maybe this Durbin for Bregman deal wasn't so bad after all. Because and they pulled out some ridiculous analytics war number. He's only 0.5 behind him. Alex Bregman wanted $40 million a year. The Red Sox let him go. They signed this Caleb Durbin in a trade for $796,000. And he's pounding his chest that we made the right move. Yeah, you made the right move because you kept all the money in your back pocket. They just make me sick that they show up all of a sudden and they haven't been there all year and they ought to celebrate a winning streak. And if they go on a losing streak, you'll never see them again.
I guess my answer to that is, wouldn't you? I mean, when they've been down, when the press has been killing them all year, and they were 14 games out, and they were just terrible. I mean, they're taking a victory lap. But I think what you say, what Tom Werner's known for, I think he's really known for, let's start a chant, let's go Red Sox.
Yeah.
The most embarrassing thing, right?
Yeah.
But no, I think it's I think anybody would do that if they were getting beat the hell out by the press,
But the thing is, if it was their off-season moves that got him here, yeah, I'll give him Sonny Gray. He's 12-1. I mean, who would have saw that coming?
No.
I mean, he hasn't done anything in the last few years, okay? But your own Anthony's, your Mayas, your Crochets, your Suarez, all the guys that you hitched your wagon to have done nothing.
But
these
wait a
other
minute.
guys that are the lowest of the totem pole players making no money are the ones that are lifting your team up, and you're celebrating that. I just don't
I think that
understand
all
it.
those players you just mentioned, though, are all out on injury.
Right. And I'm just saying, but it's like those are who you hitch your wagon to. These other guys were just pieces that are just filling in that are playing great.
Well, like I said earlier, I just hope they don't get this false illusion that these players it's going to be sustainable, and they don't do anything in the trade deadline because they go, why do we need to do that? We're going to get these players back and all that. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
anything else you got?
Well, I got a Mike's Minute.
Just do it because you know what? We got no show next week, so do it this week.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit. I know we stay to the 4 major sports and we do a little soccer here, but I'm going to talk about this miler, this runner, Britain's Josh Kerr. Just about a week ago, he broke the record for the men's mile, which has stood since 1999, 27 years ago. He did it in 3 minutes, 42 seconds. The previous record was just like it was 3 minutes and 43 seconds, okay? Roger Bannister in 1954, the year I was born, he broke the 4-minute barrier. Ever since then, it's been in this 350 range or so, okay? But the biggest thing I want to tell you is his average speed he's running, right, was 16.2 miles per hour. Now you go to the gym and you set the treadmill, and what's the largest speed that they have? What you can get up to, like
I've
10?
never approached it, so I don't know.
Well, it's like 10 miles per hour, maybe 12, maybe
Yeah,
an extreme,
yeah.
maybe 15, and nobody can do it. I mean, I challenge you to go out there and just run a sprint at 16 miles per hour. This guy did 16.2 miles per hour average for a mile. Now, you break that down into splits, okay, it's 400 meters. He was like 53, 55, 55, another 50, at 56. He was very steady in his splits there. And nobody, I don't know anybody. And the biggest thing is, when he was done, he looked like he could run another mile. You know, some of these milers, when they're done, they kind of collapse a little bit. They leave it all out. He was running around, going up in the stands, and he looked like he could do another one.
Wow.
So, very impressive. Just want to throw that out there because we usually don't touch on other sports other than the 4 major ones. But
That's amazing. It's still an athletic accomplishment. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Oh, one more thing.
Yes.
To show you how big it was, like, so it's 400 meters, right? So it's 4 times that. The world record for the 400 is 43 seconds. Just running 400 meters is 43. He did 4 of those at an average of 53.
Wow.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, damn impressive.
There you go. That's all I got.
All right. Well, next week there's no show. Cameraman Mike is taking his act on the road. He's in this elite
I heard.
tournament down in, where the hell's he going?
Cooperstown.
Cooperstown, yeah. So he's going to, you might see him
Head
on
west.
TV. He's going to be umping some games there.
Head west.
Yeah. I'm heading west too. I'm heading to a wedding out in Seattle at a dude ranch. That's why I had to break my hat out also. That's the second reason.
Crocodile Dundee
That's
hat.
it.
There you go.
So we both will be out of town. Mike might go to Braintree or something.
Yeah,
So,
Quincy's nice this time of year.
so we won't be here. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. If you like it, subscribe. Give us a check mark. And when we come back here, either I will maybe be eating crow or maybe I'll be eating lobster and with my feet on the desk saying, I was right. Have a good couple weeks. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.